24 shipping containers used to build this temporary facility. Ali, let's go sailing into the lineups for Portugal and Ghana.
Yeah, Fernando Santos is rolling out an attacking lineup, it looks like, and that starts in those outside back positions. Guerreiro, Cancelo like to get in the advanced half and play make from those areas. Cancelo in particular, so good with the final service, equally capable of striking. In midfield, Ruben Neves is going to pull the strings and really look to highlight this attacking front. João Felix gets the surprise start. This is a player that is oozing creativity with the ability to break down what we presume will be a really defensive-minded Jiku, and on the other side it's going to be a Marte 2 EPL center backs, but they're going to have to deal with the movement of Ronaldo in the box. In midfield, Thomas Partey, the Arsenal man, he's capable and calm in possession, but equally able to bring some bite. And then they've got attacking talent now. Even though they've struggled up front, they've got Inaki Williams as a dual national they brought into the fold, and he can cause some problems in transition.
Understandably, all eyes on Cristiano Ronaldo. Is it going to happen for him tonight? Is it going to be 5 different World Cups with at least 1 goal? Ghana will have their own views on that subject. It's a sultry Thursday here in Doha. And away they go. For the 5th time already at this World Cup, it is a European nation against an African standard bearer. Portugal versus Ghana. Only previous meeting was at the 2014 tournament in the group stage, when Portugal prevailed by 2 goals to 1, and the victory
let's go, Ghana.
You guessed it, Cristiano Ronaldo. Strike on that occasion. Portugal, Ali, like to play the possession game, but we mentioned this earlier in our introduction. 45 minutes or so ago, they often underwhelm at the start of tournaments.
Yeah, but I think this group is different, and I think a lot of that comes down to some of the talent you have in midfield with Ruben Neves. He can highlight and open up the field, get players like Bernardo Silva on it, Bruno Fernandes. I was just looking, Derek, at how they're lining up, because we weren't quite sure in midfield if it was going to be Bernardo Silva on the inside or Bruno Fernandes. And initially it looks like Bruno's going to be that winger, but he's going to invert and give space to Cancelo to advance.
I'm just going to point out that 1 or 2 of the Portuguese names that you hear me call out might sound a bit different compared to what you're accustomed to, but out of respect for the many Portuguese viewers in the United States, and try to be authentic on 2 or 3 occasions.
And to be fair, I went to the Derek Ray School of Linguistics, and I still didn't nail it.
No, it's the text down. Trust me. The challenge put in by Cristiano Ronaldo. There is Fernando Santos. Very much a father figure for this Portugal side, guided them to success at Euro 2016. He is cautious, he is conservative as coaches go. Wouldn't necessarily say that about Otto Addo, who's the talent manager for Borussia Dortmund in the German Bundesliga. Was asked initially to fill in, and then given the job on a longer-term basis that they have made it after he had got them into the World Cup. And they tend to enrich the tournament, Ghana, when they're here. It's a joy to have them back. They start in 2018. And we did wonder about the tactics. You said to me on the way in, Ali, you were convinced that Ghana would go with a back 3, a back 5.
Yeah, and I felt that way. We saw some, at least their warm-up games coming in, and they tried to play Brazil initially in a 4-back. It didn't work out. They had to get some solidity in the center of the park, and especially between the lines, because that is where Portugal...
Thanksgiving, the referee is representing the United States. It's Ismael El Fat, born in Casablanca, Morocco, but these days based in Austin, Texas.
I wonder if he got his Thanksgiving dinner. We didn't.
Not yet, anyway. And you're the optimist. You always telling me that never happened in Italy.
I believe it will.
Bernardo Silva was left-footed, but likes to operate on the right for Portugal. Slowish tempo at the outset here from Portugal. Danilo is trying to feed that one forward. So many attacking weapons in this Portuguese side. Rafael Guerreiro went after it. Rafael Guerreiro of Borussia Dortmund. Hasn't had the best of seasons in the Bundesliga. It's been a bit wobbly defensively. The corner it'll be, the first of the game. And there is Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes will be tasked with taking it.
And Portugal doesn't always go direct. You think with a target like every time, but they do have wrinkles coming from set pieces, and that's why you can see that Ghana's thrown out 2 players just to defend the short one.
Who's, if you like, the surprise inclusion in this Portugal side, Ali.
Yeah, certainly. And I also think João Felix was. I mean, these are players that haven't had a lot of minutes, only 8 caps. This is his 9th for Otavio. Been having a nice season with Porto. And he's an attacking player out of midfield, so it does speak to how Portugal is approaching this opening match. They know they need a result.
Andre Ayew, inspirational figure for Ghana. Not in the starting 11. This Ghana lineup, not exactly what we anticipated either, in a couple of positions, you might say. The Portuguese ball. Here's João Felix. Watched him a lot this season for Atletico in La Liga. And at times he's been at loggerheads with Diego Simeone, the long-serving coach of Atleti.
That's because he attacks.
I wonder what the future holds for João Felix. He's very gifted. There's room for him in the setup of Los Colchoneros, the mattress makers, as they're affectionately known in Spain. They can beat defences in many different ways, and evidence there of what João Felix is all about. He's going to try to settle on the ball, but there's a little ledge. We got into position to take aim. Mohamed Kudus, who was rather sluggish, the Ajax player, capable of scoring wonderful goals. It really is potentially an absorbing contest, this, between Portugal and Ghana. First time around for these two countries in this particular World Cup. It's not going to help the Portugal cause.
No, but the recognition is there from Portugal that Ghana is squeezing and playing a bit of a high line, so there is that space in behind. And when you look at that front three with João Felix, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's a bit off his pace when he was in his prime, and Bruno Fernandes, they don't have that necessarily dynamic
Ghana
player
fans showed up.
in behind. So Ghana's banking on that pace advantage in the back and looking to keep it tight higher up on the field. Don't get me wrong, Ronaldo still has pace, but it's just not at the same level.
Seydou with that long throw, he was winding himself up for it for Ghana. Kudus, he sees himself as a playmaker. It's not always where he lines up for his club side Ajax. Injured last season. There. Fernandes. See that very often.
No, you can see what he was looking for. The runner just come off the back shoulder. Defender wasn't aware, and he's just trying to drop it in the back, behind the back line, and get Ghana facing their own goal.
No surprise that in the early passage of play, Portugal have had 70% of possession. Taken by Kudus, couldn't find their way through. Cancelo. Otavio. Away by Pereira. I would imagine that one word that both coaches will have used in their pre-match talk as Pereira gets that one away to safety. The one word that both might have used for different reasons is patience.
Yeah, absolutely, and that can work both with the ball and without the ball. Ghana have to be really patient, disciplined when they haven't got the ball, make sure they reduce the spaces, and Portugal are going to have to be really patient with the ball. You know, what you identify early on for Portugal is they're pushing their fullbacks really high, which then allows you have Felix and Otavio to work inside and create those overloads higher up.
But here come Ghana on that far side. There's only one man in the middle. It's towards Williams, but gathered by Costa. Again, Iñaki Williams is going to have to be patient up front for Ghana, leading the line. Iñaki Williams is going to have to be patient up front for Ghana, leading the line on his own. Pereira. What a moment it must be for Danilo Pereira, who missed the World Cup in Russia because of an Achilles injury. João Cancelo. Looking to find a way through against Baba Rahman. Samed. Barty. Sadu on that far side. Amati. Chiku.
Come on, y'all.
Gonna lose out.
No. Good stop. Good stop. Good stop. Ghana.
By Lawrence Atazigi.
Good stop.
Yeah, just a turnover in midfield, not a pass you want to receive under pressure. One touch, next touch he releases him is onside.
Good
I think
stop.
Cristiano Ronaldo would like a tighter touch there to enable him to be able to get his head up and potentially finish on the second. Keeper off his line really quickly though, recognises the danger, comes out, spreads himself well, and makes the save.
If he scores tonight, Cristiano Ronaldo becomes the first player to score at 5 different World Cups. Away by Rahman.
Let's go. Oh,
Trying to get the throw. Good pressure from Iñaki Williams. Ayew to take. Salisu. Referee just thought there as to whether there might be an advantage that he could play in Portugal's favour. Otavio, the man who took the tumble. And the free kick's been taken quickly. Pereira. This comes Amati. Just down by Williams. Ayew. Samet. And again. Salis Abdul Samed with a little jink there to give himself a little bit of room to get away from Otavio. Party. Dispossessed. Otavio. Ronaldo's in the middle. So is Fernandez. Otavio waits on the edge of the area. Felix is there as well. Otavio. Neatly done. Guerrero. Fernandez. Guerrero to drive it across and cleared away by Jiku.
Really good change of tempo, 1 and 2 touch.
Let's go, Chico.
Getting
Where is he
behind
on
him,
here? What are you
Ronaldo's
talking
movement in the
about?
box is frightening at times. He just sits off the shoulder.
Corner taken quickly. Deep. Ronaldo.
Let's go.
He just works off the
That-
blind side.
get that out of here,
As a
Ronaldo.
defender, it's a nightmare. You're trying to look at the ball, trying to keep an eye on him, and it's really hard to do both. And then he just changes his movement in the last minute.
It's been said before, but he has an absolutely magnificent leap to get on the end of balls into the area.
Yeah, it's high, and his hang time. He stays up there for so long,
everywhere,
which enables
man.
him to get above defenders, stay up there, and that's why he scores, some fantastic goals with his head.
Herrera's ball away. Cancelo. Guerrero. Felix. Portugal coming into this World Cup in pretty decent form. They've won 6 of their last 9 matches in all competitions and kept 4 clean sheets in their last 6 and 5 in their last 8.
And just from these opening spells, it doesn't look like Otavia's playing on the wing. It looks like Bruno Fernandes is drifting out there, but playing on the inside channel so that they can penetrate more balls central and create those overloads.
Guerrero. Neves. Silva. Fabio. Dispossessed. Ayew. Fouled right under the nose of the referee.
And I have to say that's something Portugal are doing really well, because one of Ghana's strengths is on a turnover, on a counter-attack, they can carry the ball really well at pace. Portugal are stopping that at source. As soon as they turn it over, they're getting around it, and they're either giving fouls away in the opposition's half, which is clever, or they're winning it back.
Seydu. Turned by Amati. Ayew. Ferreira breathing right down his neck. Andre Ayew. Jordan Ayew, his younger brother, is amongst the substitutes for Ghana this evening. Chase on here, and Williams couldn't quite bring that ball under control. Iñaki Williams with Athletic Bilbao in Spain. He did actually make one appearance for Spain in a friendly 6 years ago. Switched to Ghana, made his debut in September. And his younger brother Nico is actually in the Spanish squad. Guerrero. Costa. Diaz. Cancelo. Silva. Here's Pereira. Silva. Cancelo looking for the return ball from Ronaldo. And Ronaldo might get there first for Portugal. He does. Fernandes. Portugal have been adamant in the build-up to this match that Cristiano Ronaldo's Cancelo drives it in. Away by
Y'all gotta stop letting them get so close.
Kudus. Williams waiting ahead of the ball. Just a touch too strong there for Partey. Ruben Neves, the only player in this Portugal side who hasn't scored a goal for his country. Ironically, he's top scorer at his club this season. Ruben Neves, Wolverhampton Wanderers in the English Premier League, currently struggling at the wrong end of the English Premier League. Wide by Silva. Neves switching it across to Cancelo. Fernandes.
Portugal have got a lot of players beneath the ball at the moment and not enough to go into in higher areas. Bernardo Silva's dropping a little bit deeper to dictate the play rather than staying higher and receiving between the lines.
Pereira. Cancelo.
No one flying out, no one being indisciplined, saying to Portugal, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to break us down.
That is a foul, though, by Aladou Seydu. He made his international debut in June, the fullback at the Kirin Cup in Japan, where he was sent off on his second appearance against Chile.
Portugal are almost playing 6v2 above the midfield line of Ghana.
Look at that for possession, 70% for Portugal. 7% in the middle is when the ball is uncontested, i.e. not under the control of either of the teams, and that figure of 7% for uncontested is actually very low.
It is low, and it's because Portugal are dominating the ball. You know, like I said, they're playing in that build phase, lots of passes without really hurting Ghana by the time playing between lines and changing tempo. But maybe it's the game plan. You know, with Fernando Santos, let's wear them down, let's move them around, let's tire them out, and then when they're tired, we can start probing and we can start getting in behind a little bit more.
Which all goes back to that word, patience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, commend Ghana right now, very patient in their shape.
Ghana is being patient in the shape right now.
Hope for a free kick, doesn't get one from the American official, Ismail Alfa.
That's why they hate me on the FIFA game. I be all out of shape. I just running around. I'm everywhere. I make my own shit.
Amati. Seydu. Amati. Here's Jiku. Samed. It's aimed for Ayu, but it will be picked up here by Kudus. Couldn't quite put it into the path of Williams. Neves.
Get that ball back.
Felix is out wide on that far touchline. Instead played in field at Tavio. A little flick. Half headed away by Amati. Ronaldo waiting in the middle. Not the sort of delivery that the Portuguese talisman and captain would have wanted.
Get out. Let's go.
It clearly seems a bit of a theme early on in the game is that Portugal are trying to get deliveries into the box with Ronaldo in there. But against three centre-backs, maybe they need to get it on the floor, play in between the pockets and try and break them down on the...
Marty just lets it run. Fernando Santos, now 68 years old. He's been actually in charge since September of 2014. Had his 100th match in charge back in June. A 2-0 win against the Czech Republic in the UEFA Nations League. Herrera. Diaz. Felix. Ayew. Foul by Neves.
And just another example of Portugal. Anytime Ghana look to break, get around them quickly, break it up.
Party to take the free kick. Cancelo. Towards Fernandez. Herrera wins it. Awkward little bounce there for Amati, but there was a foul on Sadu, who's in a bit of trouble here.
I'm not entirely sure why he's gone down there. To be honest, it's a little bit theatrical for me. Not something I particularly like in the game.
Just past the 25-minute mark then, if you have just joined us. Portugal 0, Ghana 0 in this Group H encounter at Stadium 974 in Doha in Qatar. The other two teams in this group, Uruguay and here today. So a real chance for one of these two sides to set the early pace in Group H. Fernandez. Ronaldo was caught there. Referee says play on. To that ball first. Samet. Two upon him very quickly indeed.
Yeah, look at the numbers that Portugal get around the player on the ball as soon as there's a turnover.
Party forced to go backwards, away by Atizigi. Eventually play is halted. Neves. Cancelo. In towards Felix. Easy away though by Chiku. Herrera. Cancelo. Driven deep, just too high. Picked up though on that far side. Silva. João Felix with that effort. Looked a little bit off balance when he struck it.
Yeah, just as it's cut back to him here, he lifts his head. And as he lifts his head, he puts it over the bar rather than just focusing down and getting the technique right. I think what I'd potentially look at for 5 minutes is maybe pulling my fullbacks a little bit lower, keeping my wide players a little bit wider so that we can pull those wing backs out and potentially create spaces between them down the sides. Because at the moment, you're not really hurting Ghana with the kind of slow, patient play.
Certainly a bit of a tactical battle between Fernando Santos of Portugal and Otto Addo of Ghana. Salisu. Ayu. Couldn't get on the end of it. Samed. One in the air by Cancelo, but Williams comes away with possession. Samed. Partey. We can just spread it wide. Seydu. Partey. Fernandez. That's a foul by Salis Abdul Samed.
Yeah, it's a clever play. Just draws the defender in, draws a foul, gets a free kick in a good area. It's better from Portugal, breaking a little bit quicker, exploiting the spaces. Ghana attack down the left, so they leave space behind, and they've exploited that well in that situation.
Salis Abdul Samed was actually uncapped when he was called into the World Cup squad. He's since made his international debut, but this is just his second appearance in his country's colours. Cancelo making a roof on the Portuguese right, and eventually, as you can see there on the right of your screen, Ghana go across to mark him. Fernandez with it. Nicely away by Williams. Looking at his defenders. Seydu. Amati. Ronaldo in a real tussle. Cristiano Ronaldo. No count. This is gone. Foul by Ronaldo. And it is not a moment of World Cup history.
Yeah, I think he's used his strength well there. It's 50-50 for me, but you can see why the referee's given it as a foul.
Cristiano Ronaldo has had only 12 touches of the ball in the half an hour that we've played here at Stadium 974. Pereira. That's a foul, clear foul. By Amati on Felix. Felix, the fourth most expensive transfer ever when he joined Atletico Madrid from Benfica back in 2019. Ronaldo. As always, there's just a surge of anticipation every time that man is in possession.
Yes, special players, people come and pay money to come and see them play, and he is a very special player and has been for so many years, and this is a top stage for him to perform on.
Well, certainly his last World Cup, though, 37 years of age now. Ghana have brought everybody back. Fernandez. Fernandez with the delivery towards Pereira. Ayu got in the way, and it was a good job he did as well, because Danilo Pereira was in an excellent position.
Yeah, a little bit more on that delivery, and I think it would have been to Pereira, and he could have had a chance on goal. It was just a little bit flat.
Fernandez across. Got 3 goals in World Cup qualifying, including both in the playoff final win against North Macedonia. Taken well by Lawrence Atazigi.
It's a great take as a defender. That's what you want your goalkeeper to come and do. Command the box, take crosses, take the pressure off.
Samed. A touch back from Kudus. Ayu loses out. Clear foul. Really is one-way traffic at the moment. Ghana have yet to have a touch in the Portugal penalty area. Cancelo. Diaz. Ronaldo, able to spin.
Come on, let's go, Ghana.
After Samet. Able to find Mohamed
Get
Salah.
it together.
Not the best of balls forward from the defender. Oh, look at that. 5 attempts from Portugal. 1 of them on target. 0-0 from Ghana so far.
Yeah, I think what Portugal need to be prepared to do is once they get into that final third, is still have players prepared to run beyond.
Cancelo looking to do exactly that. Faced by Rahman. Support from Bernardo Silva.
If they can get more players running beyond, it'll drop the back line off and it'll create space.
Otavio. In towards Ronaldo. Ghana able to clear, not too far. Pereira. João Felix. Well, he's gone down. The shot was easy for Atazigi to gather. João Felix is asking for a free kick. He's not going to get one. Long ball forward towards Iñaki Williams. Diaz. Well, he didn't prevent it going behind. It's a corner for Ghana. Their first of... Jump it and have a go at the Portuguese defence.
And that's great work from Williams. He could have given that up. He's been an isolated figure
Let's
for his
go.
first half.
Let's go, Ghana.
He's tasked up there on his own, but he's chased it down and he's won his team a corner. Now they've got an opportunity to put pressure on Portugal. Good delivery is really important in these moments.
Saidu places it. Ghana have scored in each of their last 5 matches at World Cup finals. Jiku, Amati, Salisu, all forward from the back, looking to get on the end of this corner kick. Easily away. Second opportunity though. Party was the target. They get another corner. Headed away by Fernandez.
Again, it's all about the delivery. If they can get it into the right areas, they've got 2 on the edge for second balls as well. A real opportunity to put Portugal under pressure.
Rahman to take then. Portugal, everybody back. Rahman more height on it. Ronaldo on the end of the corner though to clear it away. And the referee spotted an infringement anyway. Cancelo. Herrera. Diaz. Cancelo. He was kept in play by Rahman, but he might regret it. One back though by Abdul Samed. Williams. And Herrera is first to the loose ball. Towards Fernandez. He's not going to get there though. Just a little bit too much on the forward pass. So he'll be starting to think about his half-time team talk, as will Otto Addo.
Yeah, I think Otto Addo will be pretty pleased at the moment. They've been disciplined, they've stayed in their shape. For Portugal, I think it might be about just stepping up that tempo, having more people prepared to run beyond lines, getting more numbers higher up the pitch, and switching that play a lot quicker. If they can move it from side to side a lot quicker, they'll pull Ghana out, and then they can get those openings to play through.
Cancelo switches it wide. Guerrero. Felix. Neves. Felix and Fernando in the middle. Easily away though by Jiku. Guerrero will tidy. Successful challenge from Salis Abdul Samed.
Let's go. Come on.
Williams.
Let's go.
Rahman.
Let's go.
Samed. Here's Salisu. Rahman. Ghana have conceded possession and Portugal will look to break quickly here. Otavio looking for João Felix, but they go again. Cristiano Ronaldo on that far side. Felix in the middle. Fernandez joining him. Guerrero on the edge of the area. Guerrero. Ronaldo. Blocked by Amati. Otavio. Here's Diaz. Fernandez. High hanging cross. It's still in play on that far side. And eventually the decision goes the way of Ghana. Must have been one or two anxious moments though amongst the Ghanaian defenders and their supporters here.
Yeah, it's a fantastic delivery. Always bending back inside. Not a great contact on the volley. Stays in play. Oof. And again, there's definitely a kick on the Portuguese player there. So, interesting decision. I have to say, there's so many times Cancelo's wide out on this right-hand side and he's overloaded. They can just give him, if they can switch play quickly and get him the ball, they can create more positive openings down this right-hand side.
Ziggy restarts play. Cancelo. Paulo Fernandes. Guerrero. Gets it back from Felix. Felix. Went down rather slowly there. Referee had a good view of it. And forward come Ghana with Kudus. That's a real battle for possession. And Ghana get the decision in the end. Mohamed Kudus is having a good season for Ajax in the Dutch Eredivisie. 10 goals for them already this season. What's been given away? Picked up by Felix Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Cancelo. Silva. Cancelo drives it across. Guerrero will get that. Felix. Neves. Here's Cancelo again. That little touch for Otavio.
Yeah, much better tempo from Portugal. Clever play. Little ball around the corner. And I actually think he's going to cross it there. He's just got the execution wrong, leaning back. And unfortunately, it's gone out of play. I'm sure Fernando Santos will want a goal before half-time to change his team talk, settle them down a little bit, make sure that they come out with a lead. But like we discussed earlier, patience is going to be key. As a coach, you always want to go in with a lead if you can.
Last few seconds of the opening 45. Awkward bouncing ball there for Diaz to try and deal with. That is going to be a card. First yellow card of the match. And it is shown to that man there, Mohamed Kudus, for this challenge.
Yeah, that's very, very high. Very high and very worthy of a yellow card.
Two minutes of additional time, a minimum of 2 minutes to be played.
Nil.
Neves. Well, again, frustration for João Felix.
Yeah, I think he's just frustrated. The pass was delayed there. It could have come earlier and there would have been more space to get in behind. Just a bit too slow, Portugal, at times, with the way they're playing forward, moving the ball.
Not much doubt, really, that Ghana will be the happier of the two sides.
Yeah, absolutely. I think his coach will be going in and saying more of the same. Stay disciplined, keep the distances tight, keep moving your units, keep distance between individuals and between your units really tight. And we know that Ghana can be a real threat on the counter-attack. So they'll be really pleased, I think, with his first 45 minutes.
Pereira. Portugal have had the better of this first half with almost 2/3 of possession, but they've been unable to find a way through, and it's goalless at the break. Cristiano Ronaldo, well, I think the look on his face tells you all you need to know about Portugal's first half performance here at Stadium 974. And at the break, it is Portugal 0, Ghana 0.
Peter Drury and Adam Smith are your commentary duo. Sorry, not those two. John Roder and Casey Stoney are your match commentators. I do apologise for that. It's been goalless again. That means it's a match and a half from our last fixture to this that we've been in the studio without seeing a goal. So a long way to go for the second half for Ghana to hold on. Can they do it? We're back in the studio with our guests next. Studios and for Portugal, this has been the World Cup since 1966. They've only won semi-final. In fact, in terms of victories, they've only got 3 victories in their last 14 World Cup matches. It's a long way to go, of course, in this game, but it's on course, perhaps, to be yet another game without a victory. But anything can happen in the next 45. Portugal has struggled to find their rhythm. Ghana appears to be patient. The first opportunity comes here. After the corner the scoring and this first touch leading up to the goal because save was perhaps a little bit heavy. How about this? The trademark Ronaldo leap. This time he never find the back of the net and he was at the back post. Now he did, however, get the ball past the goalkeeper, but we're seeing there the shove was deemed to have been a foul. Looked like the 50-50 challenge. He absolutely keen. The question is, Jennifer and Stephen, do they agree with the referee's decision? Once we come back, we'll find out Jennifer has enough. Obviously, Harry Stevens made that opening 45, and whether Portugal should actually be 1-0 up. This could be the final chance. And what a shot it was! Brilliant! Spectacular, fantastic man! And what? He has done this morning. Oh, well, it seems like one perfect night for me since the man with the window. He's now really inspired to celebrate with the
Come on, Ghana. Good first half, though. Good first half. Because it could have got ugly.
So, I want to talk about was the composition that we've got so far. But the ball was in the back of the net. People have to let it right. Ronaldo was into the part of the defender in the build-up. The ball hit off the shot away. They were running the lower leg. And they were wondering in the shade the ball in the rest of the position. I would have liked to see it. I would have liked to see the goal stand. Yes, there is a little bit of contact. Yes, I have seen that being whistled before, and
Portugal ruled out. It's a 50-50 challenge. You put that much pressure on a defender and he falls over that easily, there's a problem. The referee's not been given that all over the pitch. He's let the game flow. There's certain decisions on the field that he's not given where you think, that was a foul. There was a few clear fouls that happened. If that was higher up on the field, he wouldn't have given that. It was very, very 50-50, shoulder to shoulder. Ronaldo was just stronger than he was. And I think Ronaldo thought that when he did it, because the whistle went and he carried on and put the ball in the back of the net and hoped that VAR would save him. But no, to go for me, definitely.
Excessive force, Gary? It's one of the problems, excuse me, with the modern game. You know, football's a contact sport and it is being taken out of the sport. I would like to see my defender in that situation be strong. And just because there's contact and a player falls over, the referees feel obliged to give a free kick. Yeah, it's weak defending. Great finish from Ronaldo. No foul, in my opinion. Goal.
Yeah, Ronaldo will be feeling very hard done by, as well Portugal, that they're not.
Let's go.
And Ronaldo, to be fair, he also had some other opportunities, and you probably argue he should have done better in those situations.
Right.
Yeah, I would think so. Look,
Credit,
this one,
you got to credit Ghana for that.
The ball
credit Ghana for playing some good defense. That's what y'all do.
Those quality, you would think that he still would.
Don't try to act like it's just Ronaldo being off and being bad.
It's a heavy
Give Ghana they credit for playing some good defense.
So he has
stopping it.
A bad ball good.
And this?
Don't just try to act like he just out there.
We've all seen him leap like that. And I think he
ain't gonna do that.
All the chances or the opportunities that he
will Black Stars ever spin that
because he's in control. He's in control, but he changes his body slightly.
I think Ghana have been the master of their own downfall. I don't understand why they're playing out. We see the modern way of playing football is to pass out from the back, the goalkeeper pass laterally from a 6-yard box to his centre half. Ghana are playing against a team who are superior to them. You've got to find a way of disrupting them. You don't give them opportunities. Portugal are putting the high press on. They're winning the ball back and finding it quite easy. Like the first Ronaldo chance there, where Jimmy says was behind him. It was because Ghana played out from the back and they tried to play through the lines. They're not going to be able to do that against his Portuguese press. But 9 times out of 10, you watch what they do. The goalkeeper plays it laterally to his central defender, and then he plays it long. And then the central defender's got to run halfway up the pitch to try and squeeze the pitch up. There's no real game plan of the structure of them playing out. For me, you play forward and you try and get in areas that you're going to affect them.
Okay, we also got to talk about Ghana going forward a little bit, because when you're playing up against a team like Portugal and you are the underdogs, you do try and approach this on the counter when you can, Gary. And you're also relying on having that incision you need for the final ball, that precision.
Well, there's a couple of aspects, isn't there? One is the selection of the pass, and then 2 is the delivery of the pass. So was that ball on? Possibly. Was the delivery good enough? Answer, no. And for me, in this first 45 minutes, that's been the situation far too many times. But for me, that ball should be just feathered down the line for his teammate to come out and meet. So go back to it again. Selection, what is the pass ultimately, and what is the delivery like? Not good enough.
Yeah. If they're going to get anything out of this game, Jimmy.
Well, that is their game, transition. Then these kind of passes have to be right. Then you will be able to punish Portugal. You know, and they have had now 5. We have seen 5 or 6 of these moments, and 6 times the ball is not right. Here again, he's through, wrong decision. Yeah, and that is where they need to improve. If they don't improve, they're not going to get any joy. If they improve on that final ball, then they will give Portugal a lot of trouble.
Okay, it looks like we're ready now for the second half. So let's pass you straight back to your match commentators. Casey Stone is alongside John Roeder.
Go. Get the second half started.
No changes to either team in terms of half-time substitutions. If you have just joined us, Ghana in the all-whites, kicking from left to right in this second half. They've had to be obdurate in defence against the Portugal side, who have pressed but have rarely tested Lawrence Atazigi in the Ghana goal. It is going to be a fascinating 45 minutes ahead. As a reminder of the teams for you. Away by Salisu. Easily met by Cancelo. Here's Pereira. Guerrero. Little ball through to Otavio. Free in the penalty area if he can get that ball across. But he can't. Well, Portugal are appealing there.
Stop crying to the ref. Get your ass up.
Yes, good 1v1. Takes it on the outside. I think it comes off the Portugal player last, and it comes off Otavio, and I think it's a goal kick. It's a correct decision from the referee.
Salisu. And again, that's the clearances. Ronaldo. Played back by Silva. Ronaldo waiting in the penalty area. It's towards Silva. Away by Samed. Fernandez. Looks to take the throw quickly, but not so. Diaz. Guerrero. Guerrero. João Felix. Neves.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Won the physical battle there with Cancelo.
Shape.
It's essentially picked up exactly where we left off at the end of the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wondered if the second half of the Portugal come out might keep a little bit more of double width, because against the 5-3-2, the spaces are down the side. So keeping your fullback and your wide player a little bit wider could give them an issue. Because who deals with the fullback, who deals with the wide player, and then you might be able to, if the midfield come out, can you go back into your overload? If it's the wing back that comes out, now you can get down the sides, and then you start pulling the back three apart. You might have more opportunities.
Andre Ayew looks like he's taken up a little bit more of an advanced position, and Ayew trying to break in behind the Portuguese defence there. Diaz was having none of it. That's a foul, and that will be a second yellow card of the night. Ayew with the initial challenge, but it was Partey who came steaming in. Ayew's come off the worst, and it was Andre Ayew.
More Andre.
Who was shown yellow.
Yeah, I think he gave the ball away, and in his need and desire to go and win it back again for his team, he's just given away a foul, and it's from behind.
Change for Portugal then. William Carvalho. Looks like he's going to come on. He played in the only other meeting between these two countries at the 2014 World Cup, when both were eliminated at the group stage. Portugal winning that third group match 2-1, but they failed to progress out of the group, along with Ghana, losing out on second spot to the USA. Cancelo. Judas. Judas booked late in the first half. Ayew early in the second. Ayew trying to get on the end of that, and in fact was offside.
I think he's just saying they'd like the ball earlier. You know, he's checked his run, he's had to check again, and then he's offside on the second time.
Guerrero. Perfect throw by Ruben Neves. Portugal, for all that we think of them as one of the more successful World Cup teams of recent times, have only won 2 of their last 9 at World Cup finals. Forward by Kudus. Nobody at the moment in the middle. Ayew now making a run into the penalty area. And the little flick from Williams didn't work. Kept in play by Seydou. Lovely play as well to get away from Guerrero. Seydou with the ball across. Arriving late was Rahman, and it was awkward to control as it bounced up possibly a little higher than he expected.
Yeah, really good play from Seydou. Just off balances, takes him on 1v1, gets down the outside, puts a great ball into the box. It just unfortunately kicks out.
Ronaldo. He was caught late. Ronaldo. No way past Daniel Amati. Cancelo. Portugal stopped, hoping for a whistle, which didn't come, and at the moment it's 4 against 3 in Ghana's favour. Kudus. Abdul Samek. Portugal now back in numbers. Kudus. Gets a corner in front of the Ghanaian supporters.
Yeah, and it's a good breakaway. I'd like to see Ghana be a little bit more positive with the numbers that they get forward.
Suleiman Tari. Amongst the VIPs, 3 times a Ghanaian World Cup player. 2006, 2010 and 2014. What a scene that is. If the power of their cheering could suck the ball into the net, it would do. Ghana corner then, their first of this second half. It's high, it was towards Salisu. And the eventual shots from distance from Aladou Seydou is wide. Ghana's first goal-scoring attempt of the match.
And I think if they're going to have more targets, more shots on target, they have to be more positive. When they're getting the ball in the attacking half and in the final third with comfortable possession, can they commit more bodies into the box? Because at the moment, they're almost 5v2 behind the ball.
Chase on for Williams. Out comes Costa. Pereira. Blocked by Ayew.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man. Where the flag at?
By Otavio.
Give him a red flag.
But he keeps doing that expression, doesn't he? Fernando Santos, the hand across the face. Cristiano Ronaldo might be a happier face on the Portuguese coach now. Ronaldo. Party. Turned by Kudus. 4 against 4.
Let's go.
Trying to get away from Ruben Neves. Kudus!
Oh, just off, man. Just missed it. Damn.
Takes the space. He does have someone on his outside potentially to roll, but you can't blame him for having an effort on goal here. He's just put it wide. Just kind of cross it a little bit.
Might well have crept into the bottom corner. Had it been a touch more accurate. Diego Costa hadn't necessarily covered the whole of his goal there with his dive. Problem here for Otavio. And in the meantime, Portugal are about to make their first change. William Carvalho is about to come on for his third appearance at a World Cup finals. He played against Ghana 8 years ago in Brazil. Otavio is the player who is going off. Carvalho on in his place. And as a substitute in both World Cup qualifying playoff matches, they've actually his only appearances in the qualifying campaign for Portugal. Carvalho. Bernardo Silva. Felix. There's going to be another card for Ghana, and this time it's the right wing back, Aladou Seydou. So he joins Kudos and Andre Ayew in the notebook. And there's a little bit of afters as well, because Ghana are trying to bring João Felix back to his feet.
I think
Oh, those getting chippy. They might throw them hands.
He's not really put that much in terms of contact on him.
Oh, there is a little bit of contact. Now that is head to head.
You can't do that.
Right, he walked up on him
I'd be
first.
surprised if that isn't looked at.
Well, that all happened down below us as we and you were looking at the slow motion replay. And what is the referee going to do here? Well, this might be a second yellow.
Man, he headbutted him first.
Whether the referee was just making
He headbutted him first.
Well, you don't need to be a lip reader to understand that Aladou Seydou is on a final warning.
Yeah, he's treading a tightrope now.
After this.
Yeah, you can't move your head in that direction. You can't do that. He's treading a tightrope now. I wonder if Otto Addo might be thinking about making a change there.
We haven't had a red card at this World Cup so far. That's some way into the competition now.
Yeah.
It's really important now that Seydou gets himself emotionally back in control.
Let's
Nothing
go.
silly within the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Let's go, Ghana.
Diaz. Carvalho. Looking for the long diagonal ball. He got it long and he got it diagonal, but nothing else. Changes then for Ghana. Tariq Lamptey is going to come on, so it does look as though that is going to be the change that you were just suggesting a moment ago.
Yeah, I think that's a sensible change in the circumstances. It's hard enough to play with 11. You don't want to go down to 10.
Oh, but it's hard if you give away the ball cheaply like that, as Ghana did. Rahman brings it away. Samet. Salisu with the challenge.
Man, y'all just falling. Don't throw out no card. He just falling around. Get up.
Free show, for this.
Your punk
first
ass up.
60 minutes, he's not going to give free kicks and things like that. You've got to get the ball, you've got to move it. And I think Portugal have got to make more of those opportunities when they win it on counters, especially in the final third. And be a little bit more direct towards the goal.
Osman Bukhari is the other player who's going to come on. So it's a striker and a defender for Ghana. Right, his time
Your eye.
on the
Let me
pitch
get that.
drawing to a close. Iñaki Williams. Or are Ghana going to send on an additional striker? On that question of the referee, how quickly as a player do you almost assess what type of referee it is, whether it is going to be one who's going to be strict or lenient?
First two decisions you'll know, and you'll know whether it's worth leaving alone or whether it's worth potentially getting in his ear and forcing things a little bit. But yeah, you'll know straight away as a player.
Still 0-0. Just past the hour mark in Stadium 974 in Doha in this Group H match between Portugal and Ghana. Goalless draw earlier today between Uruguay and Korea Republic. So a winner tonight would see that winning team sitting proud at the top of Group H. Little flick from João Felix. Ronaldo down in the area. Penalty! Ghana surround the American official who pointed straight to the spot.
Yeah, the referee didn't hesitate for 1 second there. They come together. Oh, I think it's 50-50. It's very hard. I wonder if he'll go across and look at the monitor and just double check. He does catch his left foot. His left foot to right foot in terms of Ronaldo. So is there contact to Ronaldo's right foot? Yes. Is it enough? Only the referee can decide.
Mohamed Salisu with the challenge. Captain Andre Ayew leading the protestations. That's Cristiano Ronaldo's penalty history for Portugal. I can tell you at the moment we have no indication that there is an official VAR check. Lawrence Ati Ziggy is the goalkeeper. Cristiano Ronaldo, the penalty taker. Ronaldo, who will create World Cup history if he scores, by becoming the first man to score at 5 FIFA World Cups.
This is bullshit.
Many times before.
This is some bullshit.
Almost certainly hasn't.
Straight bullshit. They cheating for him. They cheating.
64 minutes played. It's Cristiano Ronaldo with the opportunity to put Portugal in front. It's Ronaldo, it's 1-0 Portugal. And it's a moment of World Cup history. Portugal in front. And Cristiano Ronaldo becomes the first player ever to score at 5 different World Cups.
And I tell you what was fascinating about that, his team backed him. There wasn't many following him from the penalty. They all stood 3 or 4 yards back, and they knew he was going to score. Big player, big moment, big goal for Portugal.
This is the challenge again.
Yeah, you can see it. Ronaldo just gets his right foot to it first, and it just clash feet, and maybe there's just enough body contact there. So, yeah, I'm sure Otto Addo will not be happy about that. Fantastic finish, so much power, beats the keeper with the power. Because the keeper goes low, there's no chance to save it. And a trademark celebration from Ronaldo on the biggest stage.
Portugal 1, Ghana 0. The first goal in Group H. That's what Portugal's first attempt of the second half. Incidentally. For Ghana, he's on at the right wing back position instead of Aladou Seydou.
Not a whole bunch, I'm sure.
Lamptey is with Brighton and Hove Albion in the English Premier League. Here come Ghana looking for an immediate response. Williams with a shot that loops up into the air. Ghana yet to have a shot on target. There is Tariq Lamptey. Born in England, had a couple of appearances for England under-21s, but switched to Ghana in July and made his international debut against Brazil in September. The other proposed change from Ghana hasn't actually happened as yet. Osman Bakari was ready to come on. But at the moment, he's sat back down again. Well, that goal will have to force Ghana to come forward in search of an equaliser.
Yeah, and
They
I wonder
cheated.
at what point the coach makes that decision, because there's still quite a way to go in this game. You know, is it last 10, 15 minutes, there's a slight change in the way they play and they're more positive and get more numbers forward. You might see it as a bit high risk at the moment with the amount of minutes left to play in the game.
Ronaldo. 8 goals in 18 World Cup appearances now for Cristiano Ronaldo. Here comes Kudus for Ghana. Nicely done by Partey. Thomas Partey, it was always rising. Highest scoring men's player at international level, Cristiano Ronaldo. This penalty takes him up to 118 goals for Portugal. He's played in the last 12 senior tournaments for Portugal, and he has scored in all 12.
And yet Fernando Santos still doesn't look happy.
Lamptey. Played back by Williams. Partey. Just too strong on that far side for Rahman. And what we've seen so far, if Portugal got a second goal, that might be it as far as Ghana's chances of getting anything out of this game are concerned. Foul by Lamptey.
Yeah, I think there's been limited opportunities for Ghana to create chances. So a second goal would probably put this game completely out of sight for them.
Having said that, though, in recent World Cup history, Portugal don't have the best of records in keeping clean sheets. Only one clean sheet in the last 8 matches at a World Cup finals. Good header from Carvalho, on by Ronaldo. Felix couldn't get that. Salisu, the defender, just getting to the ball first.
Yeah, and Ghana pressing slightly higher, which is good in terms of trying to get a goal back, but you have to give something up, and by pressing higher, you're giving up space behind, and Portugal might recognise that and try and exploit it.
You might recognise those gentlemen as well. Pereira. Oh, neatly done. Daniel Amati. Chance for a shot from distance with Hats, and what a shot it was from Mohamed Kudus.
Yeah, Kudus has been the brightest player for Ghana this evening. Just sat up nicely.
Let's go. Come on, baby.
Well, but a comfortable save for Costa in the end.
Let's go.
Salisu. Rahman.
Let's go.
Williams couldn't get on the end of it, but
Let's go.
Kudus to pull it back across.
Let's go. 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 Let's go. Let's go. That's him.
They went behind for long.
No, great reaction.
That's how we bounce back.
Those Ghana fans over there.
That's how we bounce back.
But if you just look at the run here, I don't think he sees him because he comes.
That's how we bounce back.
Kudos in behind the back shoulder. Defender can't
Yeah,
see.
like that, dude.
Puts the ball across at pace.
Let's go.
Finish from Ayew just arrives there central at the right time.
Sprinkle. Yeah. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, man. Does he?
On his 110th international
Does he?
Andre Ayew gets his 24th international goal. And the teams at this World Cup from Africa have their first goal as well.
Now, how will Portugal respond? Will they quicken up their play?
So important for Ghana, as we mentioned a little earlier, to get the next goal of the game, and that's exactly what they've done through Andre Ayew. The two goal scorers, Cristiano Ronaldo with the penalty, Andre Ayew for Ghana. The two players who started tonight, who also started the only other previous meeting between these two countries, the group match at the 2014 World Cup. Little short from Partey, it was rescued by Sanet. Well, that is just the huge boost that Ghana needed.
Yeah, absolutely. And this stadium's lifted and the players have lifted. It'll give them a bit more energy in their legs to go forward. But now they need to be disciplined. Next 5 minutes after a goal is really crucial mentally. So staying in this for the next 5. And then, do you stick or twist as a coach?
Just 8 minutes, Portugal were in front. Portugal are going to make a change, and so are Ghana. Just looking down below us, Rafael Leao is going to come on for Portugal. And Osman Bukhari, who was going to come on for Ghana a little earlier in proceedings, is going to come on, and so is Jordan Ayew.
Oh, my goodness.
Of the captain. But not quite yet. Fernandez. In towards Ronaldo. Felix couldn't get on the end of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Williams' number come up. He's done a lot of running, been isolated at times tonight. He's starting to look a little bit fatigued.
Two strikers then. for Ghana. Chris Hughton behind there in the technical area, the former Republic of Ireland international who is now the technical advisor to the Ghana national team. Well, is that a surprise perhaps that Andre Ayew is coming off? He's just got the equaliser. He's also got a yellow card.
Yeah, I think this is probably a bit of both. And there was a break a couple of minutes before they scored. He struggled to make the box, so I think there's a little bit of fatigue there. Get some fresh legs on, and then you have the chance. Then great finish, by the way. Then you have the chance to try and win it.
So Andre Ayew is off. The other player coming off is Mohamed Kudus. Again, perhaps a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
And Portugal are making their change as well. On comes Rafael Leao. Now with Milan in Italy. 7 goals for them this season. Ruben Neves is the player who has gone off.
Yeah, a little bit surprised by Kudus coming off. I think he's been the brightest spark for Ghana. Might be protecting him now and saying a point might be what they want.
He too had already been booked this evening. Fernandes. Oh, he's played it through. Chance for Portugal. 2-1 Portugal. João Felix restores their lead.
Yeah, the weight of pass here is exceptional. In between, João Felix just gets off the shoulder. Really hard again for the defender to look at the ball one side, look at the attacker on the other, and a fantastic composed finish. Yeah, this is good play here. Look at the weight of pass. In behind.
Lucky I'm going to score again, man.
Just a little think over the goalkeeper. Great finish, really composed. Just lifts it. No, the goalkeeper's
now they running away with it.
Over him.
Now they running away with it, man.
We just said the next 5 minutes after a goal become crucial, and now they've conceded.
Well, we often talk about a composed finish. That was one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just under 5 minutes. It was all square at 1-1, and now perhaps a small smile on the face of Fernando Santos. He couldn't believe it. Look, he's still celebrating his goal, but his teammates. It was 0-0 at half-time. We've had 3 goals since. Ghana lose out. Fernandes. He's got options left and right here. That might well be offside, but the ball is turned in and the flag stays down on the far side.
It's either brilliantly released time pass, or it is offside. It looked
Great
offside.
bull-ish.
Unless he's timed it to perfection. And by the way, that's a great finish. Just opened his body out and bent it around the corner into the far post.
Rafael Leao have been on for just a matter of minutes.
Party doesn't scan here, doesn't know what he's on his back shoulder. Turnover. And these have been some of Portugal's most positive moments. Carries the ball really well. Oh, that's exceptional timing in terms of the release. And what a finish. Just opens his hips up, bends it around the keeper. And I think that might be this game a little bit out of reach for Ghana now.
Leao, only just on as a substitute. And he has provided an instant impact. 2 minutes and 42 seconds after coming on. What an introduction.
Now that is what you call an impact sub.
And just 2 minutes and 16 seconds between Portugal's second and third goals. And here they come again, Fernandez. He's stopped in his tracks by Jiku.
Yeah, that space on the counter-attack just in front of the back line is causing Ghana real problems. They need to probably secure that with their midfield. Otherwise they're going to keep getting into those spaces facing forward and they're getting counted in behind them.
Samed. Amati. A little bit of afters there, which the referee will be keen to clamp down on.
You have to wonder where this Ghanaian team were emotionally after that second goal from Portugal. You know, they're one of the youngest teams in this World Cup in terms of experience as well, and being able to recover emotionally when you've got an equaliser, they go down the other end.
And here come Portugal once more, racing through on goal. It's that man again, but this time he can't find a way through. And eventually the flag is raised against Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, really good one-touch pass. It's just offside. Just check his run a little bit. Again, I have to say great save for the keeper though. He doesn't know he's offside at that point.
Is there a way back for Ghana? Ayu, Lamptey. Full-back party. And now there's a little touch off. Carvalho spreads it wide. João Felix. Well, he went down touching his face, and he stayed down touching his face as well. But the referee was right up with play.
Yeah, I don't think the referee sees much in this. He's not given these sort of fouls all night. He's just caught him there, his elbow across his jaw. I have to say, for all of Portugal's patient play, you know, they struggled to break Ghana down. It's actually been those counter-attack moments when they've been able to win it and go quickly that they've looked at their brightest and their most positive.
Portugal up against Uruguay in their next Group H match. That's at Lusail Stadium. And then they face Korea Republic at Education City. As for Ghana, they're up against Korea Republic and Education City next time out, before travelling to Al Janoub for their final group match against Uruguay. It's going to be a triple change for Portugal in just a moment. Time running out for Ghana. But as we've seen throughout this World Cup, additional time can be on the high side. Party. Fernandez looking for another defence-splitting pass forward. And now there was the target for that one. Cut out though by Jiku. João Paulina, João Mario, and Gonçalo Ramos are the three players waiting to come on for Portugal for the final few minutes of this opening Group H fixture for both these teams.
Yeah, a good opportunity for Portugal to rest a few players now ahead of the next game.
Fernandes. Leo. Leo seems to have all the time in the world then. Here he is again. Just away by Pereira. Fernandes. It's all gone rather quiet inside Stadium 974.
Yeah, and I think it's difficult for Partey in there. He's getting a little bit overloaded. He's getting two midfielders off either side of him, and they're able to face forward in those moments, and that's when they can get in behind and really hurt Ghana.
Here come Portugal again, hoping to get in behind the defence, but Leo can't control. And now the triple change will be made. First off, Bernardo Silva. João Palhinha will come on in midfield. Cristiano Ronaldo will depart, no doubt, to a rapturous reception. Score of the first goal from the penalty spot, and João Felix, scorer of the second goal, is also leaving the pitch. Salo Ramos comes on for just his second appearance for Portugal. He was uncapped when he was named in the squad initially. Yet again, Cristiano Ronaldo has created history. Leo can't find a way through. Cristiano Ronaldo, just the second oldest player now to score at a World Cup finals. Roger Milla of Cameroon still holds that record, and in fact he was actually presented with a special award today to mark that achievement. That presentation was made by Gianni Infantino. Here come Ghana. Great chance. Ayew! Oh, they've got a second! Jordan Ayew!
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
But there is still time. Can they come back and get a point?
Yeah, and whilst there's time, there's hope. And it's a ball in behind. Good run. Look at this. Good timing. Great ball in behind into the space. If you just look here, the defender just switches off. He doesn't open up his left shoulder, doesn't. How does he change it? How does he get back in the game?
Osman Bakari celebrates. Bakari's goal. Oh, it's getting interesting out there now. Iñaki Williams was involved there with Pereira. And it's all getting very spicy following Osman Bakari's late goal for Ghana. Now, what's the referee going to do here? It's going to be a caution.
Cute. We're trying to get the work session.
One caution. I think both players are going to be shown yellow here. Danilo Pereira and Iñaki Williams. Following this little tussle, additional time. So there is plenty of time. Ghana about to make a double change. On will come Daniel Chede and Antoine Semenyo. Goal kick.
I'm of the opinion you might as well lose by 2 and go for it. If you're going to lose by 1, why does he go 3-4-3? Stick 3 strikers up there and have a real go in the last 9 minutes.
Here comes the double change then. Antoine Semenyo, striker. Daniel Kofi Chede, midfielder. Salis Abdul Samed is withdrawn from midfield then. Semenyo immediately strides forward to add his presence to Ghana's attacking options. Spain's opening group match 4 years ago in Russia was a splendid 3-3 draw against their Iberian neighbours, Portugal. Could it end 3-3 again? Lamptey. Referee King to clamp down on time wasting. You can see clearly pointing to his stopwatch.
Yeah, it looks like with those substitutions made, there's been a slight tweak in the system. Looks like they've gone to a back 4. Possibly allowing 3 strikers to get up the pitch.
Portugal, as you'd expect, slowing things down as much as possible. Portugal, as you'd expect, slowing things down as much as possible. Oh, misplaced pass. Sliding challenge from Chede, but he couldn't get to keep possession. Rafael Leo trying to lay it across there to João Mario. Portuguese substitutes are all out in their technical area, clad in their orange bibs. The tension is palpable now. I said a few minutes ago it was all rather quiet, but that goal has totally changed everything. Here's Bukhari, the goal scorer, the man who got the second goal.
Let's go. Yellow card. Yellow card.
For the challenge from Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, and goals change games, and this game's turned on its head a little bit. Giving the Ghanaian fans something to really get behind their team with.
Semenyo can't keep hold of it. João Mario wriggled his way clear. Palinha. Leo. Neatly done. Palinha. William Carvalho. Bruno Fernandes.
If you're on food stamps,
It's a shame because Ghana have had two opportunities to break, and Williams has pulled out to this right, and they've just cut back inside and given the ball away when they've had space to exploit behind.
And Otto Addo's side do it. Guerrero to take the throw. Fernandes. Oh, that was straight into the face of Tarek Lamptey, who felt the full force of that. As far as Portugal are concerned, it keeps the ball deep in the Ghana half. With the clock ticking on towards full time. All the way through for Paulinho. Carvalho. Fernandes. Carvalho. Ramos.
Clever play. He's just drawn the foul, eaten into the clock. I think if I was Ghana, I'd push two up front. So you've got two targets to hit. Anything you clear, at least you can go on the counter-attack.
Portugal will surely take this short and just keep the ball in the corner. But maybe not. Driven across, taken by the goalkeeper with a double-handed punch away. Firm challenge in from Cancelo. Driven in, and that was awkward for Diogo Costa. As Osman Bukhari looked to add to his goal tally for tonight, having scored Ghana's second.
So you can see what he's trying. He's just trying to bend that, I think, towards the far post, really trying to catch the keeper out.
Not long now. Portugal just seconds away from victory and going top of Group H. Ghana goal kick. Ziggy will have to launch this downfield quickly and with some distance. Salisu. It has to go deep into the Portugal half.
Yeah, they need to get the ball forward.
Chede.
Oh, man.
The cross can be delivered well. Costa gathers. And that might well be that.
And that's really disappointing. Ghana had good numbers on the back line there, and it's just the execution of cross. It wasn't good enough in that moment.
Ball challenge coming in here. Williams down in the area, cleared away.
Damn.
Could have been a sensational end to this Group H match. And there still might be more goals. Bruno Fernandes. Leao. Portuguese substitutes all out inside their technical area, willing the referee to blow the whistle for full time.
Rough day for my squads.
It's victory for Portugal. It was goalless at half time, but we had 5 goals in the second half. Cristiano Ronaldo's penalty started it all off.
Check it out, man.
This is the moment, right near the end. Was Diego Costa even aware that the Ghanaian striker Williams was behind him?